How we doing, my lovelies? Hope we're all right. Doing it a bit different today. Um, my phone fell in the sink, so waiting on a new one to arrive. I hope you're staying strong. I hope that you're just growing spiritually, mentally, and you're not allowing the outside to influence the fear into you, because that's the only way that these beings or whatever it is that's in this world wants to succeed in taking us down. But by now, with all that you've been through and all that you discovered about yourself, um, you know, you should have no worries, because in your life, I'm assuming that you want freedom, mental freedom, spiritual freedom, you know, freedom to do so much more, and you're the one that can allow yourself to do that. You're the one that can give yourself what people in their own mind live in is most of the time is a prison. And we don't have to. The world inside our minds and souls can be the most beautiful place to be. um, Strangely enough, without having a phone for the last few days, it's been very interesting. A lot more time to think, a lot more time to be free of myself, not getting discouraged by things coming up. So there's many other benefits I think I'm starting to see. So I mean, who knows? I might just get or use my old ass Nokia phone and stay with that one and go from there, really. But what you should set yourself up to do is give yourself a day or two away from social media and all them kind of things. Even your phone, just switch it on. Just put it on like ultimate battery saving mode, and you're only allowed so much stuff, because it just gives you a lot of freedom to be able to um, step away from the concerns or the worries of the world. And even though you might be switched off from wanting that kind of energy coming in, it's still your mind's processing it, and then it's trying to think of a way out or a way to survive or what to do. And I would certainly give it a go. Definitely give it a go. So anyway, what you've been up to, guys? You've been creating havoc, making the world a better place. I'm sure you've been doing amazing, beautiful things, and in this community that we have, and the numbers are growing, I'm starting to see a lot more smiles. I'm starting to feel a lot more positive energy. Um, like I said in my last video, try and surround yourselves with like-minded folk and people who have the interests that you have at heart. With more beautiful world, wanting freedom out of freedom. Um, a sanctuary for the children to be protected. Um, you know, just raising your vibration, raising your awareness. And just being at peace and centering yourself, and just trying to be more in the moment and present. And all these things exist regardless if you believe it or not. I mean, why do you think all the evil powers that be believe in? I don't even want to put myself onto that energy and frequency, but believe in all the things that they believe in, but yet they try and discourage us, and or making us out that we're some sort of loon or a crazy person if we believe in X, Y, and Z, but they believe in all this sadistic, evil things and worshiping our certain imagery and beings and whatever else. So yeah, they're just as complete opposite, and the upside down and everything that we're not meant to be. But unfortunately, they like the power, they like the this dark side frigging gift that they believe that they have. What foolish people, seriously foolish people. And when we awaken from, and a lot of us are, and some of us are in the middle, and you'll see what's truly going on. And it's a difficult journey, because like you go through like certain stages, and then you eventually find a lot more peace in yourself and a lot more tranquility. And yeah, you still have like human tendencies and human needs, but you're a lot more aware of what the game is and what what's happening, and you eventually find out like what your mission is more than what your job is, or being wife or husband, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or all that jazz. That comes along the way with the people that want to follow you, and you follow them in the righteous path of illuminating and awakening others. And it's crazy because like I I once on was it Good Line podcast, I was saying on there like there was so many stages that I had to go through, and I was trying to fight what was ever going on with me, and I didn't understand it, and I didn't want to be here anymore. And I'm so glad that I made it out the other side, because it was like, you cheeky demons, man. You knew what my weaknesses were, and you attacked me because you can see an ability that I never saw, but now I see. And you guys have all that. You have all this awareness and universal love, and the cosmos is just oozing and ready to, explode and awaken all these amazing senses that you have within yourself. But you must drop fear, not worry where we go or what's going to happen or what's on the other side, because we ain't all going to live forever. And if you did, I mean, really, soul needs cleansing when it returns to the source, and then it can come back again, for many other reasons. A lot of us get to choose timelines, a lot of us don't, because we haven't learned about what it's about. And people say I wouldn't really want to come back. I'd love to come back, of course I would. It's only at this timeline this is happening. I mean, imagine the timeline of all different wars throughout the past centuries. You know, there were probably many times where people were like, "Oh my, what?" Thinking the same similar thing. But the only thing that's changed differently is just the timelines and the psychological effect that they try and use on us with technology, where they didn't have that then. Back then, they just, what, you don't believe in what stab, get rid, stab, get rid. That's what it was like back then. But now we're a bit more tech savvy in ourselves. We're a bit more savvy in our awarenesses. Very smart in what we're wanting, and we're getting these downloads. All of us, all of us that want this journey and want this better world. And I don't see what harm it is that we're doing, trying to create a better world. You know, if this is it, then what? Just eat shit and die, and get to feel certain experiences that our memories just show us now and then. I mean, that would be, you know, let's enjoy this inner power, this inner creation, this inner um, direction that we want to go in. My mind seems to be working for me a lot more better than it ever was, and I think that's because I'm not allowing the chaos to take control. Taking a lot more time, a lot more slower. Call it my time. Yeah, we all need a bit of our time. Discover something new about yourself while you're going through this process. And I truly mean it. You'll meet all kinds of past life people that you've met. You just instantly hit with them, and you've met up again in this timeline. And because we're all wiring ourselves up to that amazing, beautiful frequency, um, you'll find that people will say things to you like, "You're going crazy," and "What's happened to you?" and "Can we have the old person back?" and "That's the person that I fell in love with," and X, Y, and Z. And I think that's just a form of manipulation by them, because they're worried that where you're gonna go, or if you're gonna leave them, or it's uncomforting for them, and they like things in their way, in their manner. And what I would say is, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to live a life that you truly want to live, and not allow others to dictate that. And as long as it's a beautiful thing that you're trying, and obviously it's not a road that you're going down that it's affecting you and others, as in like drugs, alcohol, or anything else. I mean, you can wholeheartedly see that there is beauty on the other side. I'm going to read a little message here from one of my favourite books, The Motivation Manifesto, as you can see there. And it says here, guardian. The third role deserving our attention is that of a guardian to our mind, body and soul. We must stand at the gates of our life and protect ourselves from unwanted contaminants, negative information, people and habits. How often we fail in this role. We let such useless information tripe and stupidity into our minds. We dumbly consume words, images and sound from silliest sources, and their alerts offers are somehow relevant to our lives. This is the news that media that pretends some ignorant and extremist view might enlighten us. The network that say the reality of a few entitled brats being filmed without filter might entertain us. The web page that cons us into thinking we are miserable without their product. From all this, we do not grow wiser but less informed, not entertained but numbed, not wealthier but poorer. Everything we consume becomes a part of us. All the useless factoids and scandals do nothing but take root in our psyche and emerge as stupidity and drama later on. Seeing people being petty on television a million times makes us pettier. As guardian of our mind, we mustn't allow the trite and negativity to enter so easily. We should be conscious of the information entering our minds while switching off again everything else. If we set out to learn something, let us be purposeful about the source, seeking to feed our brain with positive, empowering information that moves our lives forward. If we want to be entertained, let us choose the form of entertainment that would truly enliven us. That would bring a depth of understanding and appreciation into the lives and our lives. In all cases, let us remain at our post as the protector of a healthy and vital mind. What we see and hear and allow into our brain shapes our personality and our destiny. We must also be guardians of our bodies. The plight of those in abundance culture brimming with fake food is that convenience thwarts common sense. Rather than choosing food that is real, whole, and good for us, we choose what is fast and sweet. As a society, we have become not guardians but groggers, or gogers, stuffing and poisoning ourselves, mindlessly toxifying the very structure that houses our heart and soul. Most people would feel guilty for destroying someone else's property, yet they wreck the very temple the Creator gifted them. Very beautiful message, eh, guys? I'll save it on that page. So we must protect our mind and our body. And if we are healthy, I'm not talking athletically healthy, but I'm talking get outdoors, go and see Mother Nature. We're watching the right things, we're consuming the right books, we're taking in the right information. Strengthen those areas first. And when you come to things that are, wow, that's blown my mind away, wow, that's disgusting, why do they do that, or everything else, you're kind of more of strength aware and spiritually when these things come to you, when you try to dissect them, and when they try and like that negative frequency tries and affects you. So what I would say, guys, is take a deep breath, embrace the moment right now, love who you are, love your soul, close your eyes for a moment, give yourself a hug, and let you know you love yourself. You really truly do. That you are trying your best. And life doesn't come with set of instructions. And that we do make mistakes. Give yourself a big hug. Tell yourself you love yourself. Not in an egotistical manner. Not in a manner where your brain's like, in a manner where you say, I do love myself and I will look after this mind, body and spirit. You can do it, guys. Anyway, many messages to talk about. They end up going everywhere. And the day is young, and there's always something to do, always something to discover. Make sure you're getting out and about. Make sure you're having a bit of time for yourself. Make sure you're reading some of the right things, watching the right stuff, and and when our sword that we think is there to protect us doesn't seem to be protecting us, just remember that you're sharpening it. Remember that you're carving it. Remember that you're strengthening it. Doesn't mean it isn't there, it's always with you. Just sometimes we need to go through the valley of the shadow of death to realize where we're at so we can climb back up the mountain, find that peace, and then go back down again, and then up and down and up and down. What's it all about, Alfie? Anyway, guys, love you all. Stay blessed. Many more videos shall come. I say this, but I just keep finding new things to do all the time. I really, truly do. So know you're loved. Know you're never alone. Always reach out to me, guys. Love you all. Bye bye.